In a scandal that has detonated like a nuclear bomb in the heart of Buckingham Palace, a mysterious woman known only as J.S. has emerged from the shadows with a claim so shocking it threatens to obliterate Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's carefully curated world. J.S. a former nurse from a high-security California medical facility, alleges she was the secret surrogate who carried both Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor and Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, and that Harry may not be their biological father. Armed with a trove of alleged hospital wreck #ords, encrypted text messages, and a bombshell video confession, J.S. claims she was silenced with hush money and ironclad NDAs, only to be discarded like a used tissue by Meghan's team. Her killing words: "I gave them the IR children, but they erased me and the truth." As the royal family reels, the internet erupts and Meghan and Harry teeter on the edge of ruin. This saga of betrayal, deception, and royal conspiracy is writing history in real time. The nuclear revelation, JS's explosive claim, the scandal broke #ENJS. A poised but defiant 38-year-old former nurse appeared in a grainy, self-recorded video that went viral on X, amassing millions of views in hours. In the video, #E claims she was recruited in 2018 by a shadowy agency linked to Meghan's in #R circle to serve as a surrogate for both of the Sussexes' children. "I wasn't just a vessel," she says, staring directly into the camera. "I was PR #Oh Mr. Future, for #tune and protection. Instead, I was threatened, paid off, and told to disappear." JS alleges she has proof, hospital records, showing her as the birth mother, financial transactions totaling over $2 million, and NDAs signed under duress. Most shockingly, she claims the biological father of Archie and Lilibet is not Harry, but a donor whose identity was concealed even from her. The internet exploded, with hashtags like #Meghan lied, #Royal Baby Scandal, and #Who is JS trending globally. Users shared clips of JS's video alongside old footage of Meghan's pregnancy, pointing to irregularities like her baby bump appearing to shift or collapse during public appearances. "This isn't just gossip," one post read. JS has receipt #S, and Meghan's silence is deafening. #Royal deception. The allegations have reignited long-simmering conspiracy theories about Meghan's pregnancies, once dismissed as tabloid fodder, but now gaining traction as mainstream outlets pick up the story. Meghan's meltdown, a Duchess under siege. Meghan Markle, once the master of her narrative, is reportedly in a state of utter panic. Sources close to the Duchess of Sussex say she was blindsided by JS's emergence, learning of the video only when it hit social media. Meghan's world is collapsing, a Montecito insider told a US tab #Lloyd. She thought she'd buried this secret forever, but JS is tearing it all apart. Meghan's team issued a vague #ament, calling the claims baseless and defamatory, and accusing disgruntled former associates of fabricating lies for fame. But the lack of a direct denial has only fueled speculation. Behind closed doors, Meghan is said to be furious and terrified, hiring a crisis PR firm to contain the fallout. This isn't just #T about her reputation, it's about her entire empire, the insider said. Her Netflix deal, her American Riviera orchard brand, everything is at risk. Rumors suggest Meghan's decision to use a surrogate was driven by a desire to avoid the relentless media scrutiny she faced during her time as a working royal. "She was traumatized by the press," a supporter posted on X. "If she used a surrogate, it was to protect her family. This is a witch hunt." #Stand with Meghan. But the public's response has been brutal, with X users sharing alleged #HOSP #ITL documents and demanding DNA tests. "Meghan's been caught red-handed," one post declared. "Harry deserves the truth." #Royal betrayal. Harry's collapse. A prince betrayed. For Prince Harry, the allegations are a devastating blow. Sources say he was shattered by JS's claims, retriati hashtagging to a secluded cabin in Montecito to grapple with the possibility that he's not the biological father of his children. Harry feels like his entire world has been a lie, a close friend told a British newspaper. He #trusted Meghan completely, and now he's questioning everything, his marriage, his family, his choices. Reports suggest Harry has been in contact with Prince William, seeking advice in a rare moment of our reconciliation. He's lost, the friend added. He doesn't know who to believe. The scandal has plunged Harry into a spiral of paranoia and rage. Insiders claim he's been lashing out at aides, causing them of knowing about the alleged cover-up and keeping him in the dark. He feels like a fool, a former staffer said. He thought he was protecting his family by leaving the royal family, but now he's wondering if Meghan orchestrated this from the start. On X, fans lied around Harry, with posts like, "Poor Harry, he gave up his life for Meghan, and now she's betrayed him. #save Harry." Others, however, have called him complicit, writing, "If Harry knew, he's just as guilty." #royal conspiracy. The royal family's fury. #a monarchy in crisis. The British royal family is in turmoil, with King Charles III reportedly beyond outraged at the allegations. This is a direct attack on the #monarchy's integrity, a palace source told AU.K. tabloid. If Meghan and Harry deceived the public about their children's origins, it's a betrayal of royal protocol and trust. Charles has convened emergency meetings with constitutional scholars, exploring whether Archie and Lilibet's place in the line #OF succession could be challenged. The monarchy is built on transparency, the source added. If these children were born via an undisclosed surrogate, it raises serious questions about their legitimacy. Prince William and Kate Middleton are said to be heartbroken for Harry, but furious with Meghan. William warned Harry about Meghan's ambitions, a source close to the Waleses said. Now, he feels vindicated, but it's a painful victory. He hates seeing his brother suffer. For Kate, who has faced her own media battles, is reportedly devastated for Archie and Lilibet, are caught in the crossfire. She sees them as innocents, he source said. Kate wants to protect their plaque in the family, and #O matter the truth. Queen Camilla, known for her no-nonsense approach, is pushing for drastic action. Camilla believes Meghan has gone too far, an insider revealed. She's urging Charles to strip the Sussexes of their titles and sever all ties. The possibility of such a move has sparked heated debate on X, with users divided between those calling for a royal purge, and those warning it could backfire, giving Meghan more fuel for her victim narrative. JS's story, A Nurse's Revenge. J.S. The former nurse turned whistleblower, has become a global sensation. In her viral video, she claims she was recruited through a secretive California agency specializing in high-profile surrogacies. I was kept in a private compound, cut off from my family, she says. Meghan's team controlled everything, my diet, my medical care, even my phone calls. JS alleges she suffered severe postpartum #M complications, including preeclampsia, but received minimal follow-up #E. They treated me like a machine, she says, her voice breaking. Once I delivered, I was discarded. J.S. claims she has a mountain of evidence, hospital records listing her as the birth mother, bank transfers showing payments from an account linked to Meghan's team, and text messages with handlers discussing NDAs. She also alleges a bombshell detail. The SPI #RM donor used for both pregnancies was not Harry, but an anonymous figure chosen for specific traits to ensure the children resemble Meghan. I don't know who the father is, J.S. says. But it wasn't Harry. They made sure of that. Her confidence is unnerving. JS has offered to undergo a DNA test conducted by a neutral third party, challenging Meghan and Harry to do the same. "I'm not afraid," she says. "I have nothing to lose." Her #willingness to face legal scrutiny has lent credibility to her claims, with mainstream outlets like CNN and BBC cautiously reporting on the story. "This isn't just tabloid gossip," a US journalist said. JS's evidence is compelling enough to demand answers. He public frenzy. A global firestorm, the scandal has set social media ablaze, with X at the epicenter. Hashtags like #Meghan lied, #Royal baby scandal, and #JS exposes Sussexes are trending worldwide, with millions of posts dissecting JS's claims. Users have shared clips of Meghan's pregnancy appearances, pointing to moments like a 2019 event where her baby bump appeared to fold when she sat down. "This is of," one post read. "Meghan faked it all. #Royal deception." Mainstream media has jumped on the story, with headlines like "Meghan's baby bombshell" and "Harry's world collapses, the truth about his kids." Talk shows have dedicated hours to the drama, with pundits labeling Meghan a master manipulator and JS the whistleblower that were needed. Supporters of Meghan, however, have pushed back, accusing JS of seeking #me and fortune. "This is a coordinated attack on a woman of color," a fan posted on X. "JS is a liar paid by the royals. We stand with Meghan." The polarized reactions have turned the scandal into a global spectacle, with the world divided between those demanding truth and those crying foul. The constitutional crisis. A monarchy at risk. The allegations have sparked a constitutional crisis, with Buckingham Palace grappling with unprecedented #scions. If Archie and Lilibet were born via an undisclosed surrogate, their place in the line of succession could be challenged. Royal protocol demands transparency, a constitutional scholar told a UK outlet. If the Sussexes concealed a surrogacy, it could invalidate the children's titles and rights. Senior aides are reportedly consulting legal historians, with some advocating for a formal investigation. The palace's silence has on #lie fueled speculation. If Meghan and Harry were honest, they'd issue a clear denial, a royal commentator said. Their silence suggests there's truth to JS's claims. Rumors of a potential title revocation for the Sussexes are swirling, with Queen Camilla reportedly leading the charge. "This hashtag is a betrayal of the monarchy's core values," an insider said. Camilla wants them out for good. The legal and ethical quagmire the legal implications are staggering. In California, falsifying birth records is a felony, carrying fines and jail time. If JS's documents are authentic, Meghan could face criminal charges and civil lawsuits from Harry or the royal family. "This is a legal nightmare," a US attorney said. If Meghan isted herself as the birth mother knowing a surrogate was used, it's fraud. The royal family is exploring legal options, including demanding DNA tests, which could further humiliate the Sussexes. Ethically, the scandal raises questions about trust and transparency. Why? The monarchy relies on public faith, a royal historian noted. If the Sussexes lied about their children's origins, it undermines the institution's credibility. For Archie and Lilibet, the stakes are personal, with their identities and futures now under a global microscope. The Sus says breaking point. The scandal has pushed Harry and Meghan's marriage to the brink. Sources say the couple is barely speaking, with Harry sleeping in a separate wing of their Montecito mansion. Meghan blames Harry for not shutting this down sooner, an insider said. Harry feels better wondering what else she's hidden. Their star #FF has been reduced to a skeleton crew, with sponsors quietly pulling out of American Riviera Orchard. No one wants to touch a PR disaster this big. A Hollywood executive said. Meghan is reportedly planning a tell-all interview to counter JS's claims, while Harry is considering a solo trip to the UK to seek guidance from #Charles and William. He's lost trust in Meghan, a friend said. He's desperate to protect his kids. The royal family, meanwhile, is weighing a nuclear option, stripping the Sussexes of their titles. This is the final straw, a palace source said. Charles can't forgive this level of deception. Conclusion: a royal fairy tale in tatters. J.S. explosive claims have turned Meghan and Harry's fairy tale into a nightmare of betrayal and conspiracy. As the world demands answers, the Sussexes face a fight for their reputation, their marriage, and their children's legacy. With JS's evidence mounting, the royal family in crisis, and the public baying for truth, this scandal is rewriting the monarchy's future. Will Meghan and Harry come clean, or will their silence seal their downfall? One thing is certain, this drama is far from over, and the